Yes, sir. NXT Takeover in your house is this Sunday, and we're gonna run through all them 5 matches. It should be a pretty fine show, but you won't know unless I predict them. You won't know what I'm feeling unless I tell you who I think is gonna win. So I'm gonna do that right now. My name is Jordan Moser, and these are your NXT Takeover in your house predictions. First up, we do have the grudge match, I guess you can say, between Xia Li and Mercedes Martinez. This feud honestly came out of nowhere, spanning back to when Xia Li lost her first match to Mercedes Martinez 4 years ago. I guess that's what they told me, so I'm gonna just run with it. But I don't see them having this matchup without at least getting Xia Li some momentum. The Tian shots kind of fell on the bricks the past couple of weeks, and so I'm looking forward to really them gaining momentum and kind of spurring up here, maybe hopefully to some sort of longer term feud or a championship feud later on. So I'm gonna go with Xia Li on this one. I don't think Mercedes Martinez really needs the win. She's kind of spurring and sputtering here in this NXT women's division. Hopefully she can kind of find her footing once again, and they can find something a little bit better for her. But as of this moment, I'm going with Xia Li to kind of build up momentum for Tian Shan herself, of course. Next up, we have the matchup for the $1 Million Championship. It is the ladder match for the belt. We got LA Knight facing off against Cameron Grimes. This is pretty much, I would think, the hardest match to predict on the card for myself. I can honestly see it either going either way, pretty much. But I will tell you that nobody is building more babyface appeal than Cameron Grimes in NXT. And I think it's going to continue here, which is why I think he is going to get this belt. He's going to get one over on Ted DiBiase and is going to have that breakthrough moment. He's going to carry that belt for a little bit. I don't see them just not giving him the big win here. LA Knight, of course, he's newer to NXT. He will recover. I don't see him as really a long-term player or anything like that in the long scheme of things, which is what I actually see for Cameron Grimes. So just getting him the big win here and just kind of have him continuing on that path and trajectory to stardom as he already is on is just going to be an awesome, nice little tip in the hat. So give me Cameron Grimes. It's unbelievably biased, but I don't care. Next up, we got the 6-man tag match for all the gold, most of the gold in NXT, I would say. We got Legado del Fantasma facing off against the NXT North American Champion Bronson Reed and your NXT Tag Team Champions MSK. This really has been brewing over the past couple months, just seeing all 6 of these guys really come together. Legado just wanting to stake their claim in NXT, but these other 3 men pretty much not allowing them to. And I am not saying that this is going to be any different. I love Legado del Fantasma, and they definitely deserve their time in the sun at some point, but it is not on Sunday. I firmly believe Bronson Reed and MSK will win this matchup. It is definitely too short into both of their respective championship reigns to take the titles off of them in any capacity. So definitely give me the thick boy and give me them street kids on this one, and hopefully Legado will find their time, hopefully eventually. Maybe it's on NXT, maybe it's on the main roster at some point, you never know, but honestly give me those champions on this one. And next up, we have the NXT Women's Championship match. Raquel Gonzalez, the champion, defending against Ember Moon. This match pretty much came out of nowhere, I would say, as well. Once Shotzi Blackheart got hurt, they needed someone to kind of fill in that gap for a challenger for In Your House, and Ember Moon fits that role perfectly. I would say she's definitely the wonderful foil for Raquel Gonzalez, as her intentions with kind of Dakota Kai are kind of coming up to the forefront. But it's definitely a nice stopgap feud because that's exactly what it is. And this is for 3 weeks, and this is where it's gonna end. NXT Takeover in your house. Raquel Gonzalez will retain that NXT Women's Championship. He's been an awesome champion so far, just dominant defenses, and I see this one being no different. This one against a former NXT Women's Champion nonetheless, and I firmly believe that she is gonna come out on top and just go on to bigger things later on in the future, because there's so much women in this division for her to fight, pretty much. So I see her retaining here, definitely going on to be as dominant as she has been so far, most definitely. And last but not least, we have the main event, the NXT Championship Fatal 5-Way. Karrion Kross, the champion, defending against Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano and Pete Dunne. This is very interesting. There's honestly a lot of ways that this can go for the most part, but I don't think NXT is trying to reinvent the wheel or anything like that here. I don't think they want to give us the shock factor, of course, but they also want to do what makes most sense storytelling wise. And at this point, taking the title off of Karrion Kross is not the right move at all. He is too early into his championship reign, as all the other champions are, and just taking it off him of here would be just asinine in my opinion, unless you're moving him up to the main roster, which he doesn't need to be at this point. Let's argue on that, please. Let's agree on that. Like, he doesn't need to go there at this point. Keep the title on him, let him defend in singles matches against different challengers, please, and let him work up his championship reign that he never got in the first place, please and thank you. I'm going to pick Karrion Kross on this one. Of course, my heart would be with any of these other guys, especially Pete Dunne, because he definitely deserves another championship reign of some sort, since he's had in NXT UK, anything like that he would need. Kyle O'Reilly's one of my best and favorite wrestlers of all time. I love him. Adam Cole is a star. Johnny Gargano was a star, but Karrion Kross should come out on top here. Most definitely just stand tall at the end of Takeover in Your House. And that is going to be it. Those are my predictions for NXT TakeOver in Your House coming up this Sunday. You will see me just kind of give a recap of that later on as well. Just go through that entire show. Hopefully it's freaking fire. The match card is loaded just with a lot of good moments and good matches. So hopefully it lines up, and hopefully we get NXT kind of moving forward into the future with these new champions and new feuds going on. It's just lovely. We love to see it going into the summer. But that is going to be it from me. You will see more videos throughout the week. Once again, like, share, subscribe, and tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your cousins, tell your uncles, cousins, brothers, and 6 cousins removed from that. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. That's going to be it for me. I'm out. Peace. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Love each other. Enjoy Takeover in Your House as well. I'm going to catch y'all soon.